Hey guys, this is Pearlmam, making amateurs out of noobs. I am here at Abbey. It's a Tier 8 battle in my Pershing. The Pershing is a Tier 8 American medium tank. Right now there's a on-the-track mission going on for that, so that's why I'm driving this thing a lot. Anyway, it's an okay tank. It's got relatively good armor for a medium, and the gun is just too weak for me. It's 180 pen with 240 damage. Flanking shots, yes, you can definitely damage, but you don't expect to penetrate the front of any heavy tanks. It's very difficult to do that. Anyway, I have a pretty good game here. What I'm going to show in this game is pretty good medium strategy for this map, especially a top tier medium. In a top tier medium, I like to go to the center. So the basic strategy is, and I'll sum up the whole team strategy, is you have heavies and, basically any kind of type of tank can come up the one line. Heavies are really good over here, and that's basically where like a strong push is. Then the 9 line can have a strong push as well. Basically frontal armor tanks. This is very corridor. There's really only front armor shots here. So basically heavy tanks and maybe TDs, heavily armored TDs, come up here. And then mediums definitely need to take this town. The town has flank shots on these guys over here, and sometimes you can get shots on these guys. But basically the town's really not really for pushing. The flanks are where you do your main pushes, and but the town is basically just so you can control the center, kind of prevent any push from the center, which is easy to do, especially with TDs at your base. And you can provide support fire. So a lot of mediums are going to the center here, along with me. Now you have to be careful, because when you're coming up here, you can see that these two TDs have shots on these two guys up here. So you have to be careful. And vice versa, if the TDs are over here, they're enemy TDs, they have shots on you. And since there's an arty in the game right up here, they can shoot you as well, which I think is what happened to the KV-13. He just got wrecked by arty. So you have to limit your time in this area.
Let's find another target. Penetration.
So they took the Abbey up there. This little area is very well protected, although you do have shots. As you can see, somebody just tried to shoot at that tank through these little windows here. So you have to be careful there, but there's cover in here from all sides. And so I decide to go to this little secret spot. I'm going to try to spot here, which I can't proxy spot right now. And I'm going to show a little secret that I'm a little hesitant to give up. Well, and here's a guy. So nobody was on the road, this road that is, and this little Sua scout comes in, and I have to take him out because I'm spotted right now. Yeah, so he's a bad player. I don't know what he does. So, so I wait to be unspotted, and then I come over here. Now I do have shots on these guys sometimes, but sometimes not, and they can spot me, so I got to be careful, because anybody up here can shoot me. So here's a little secret spot here that nobody really expects. Somebody wrecked me from in here, and actually a lore fit through there, or a bat chat fit through there and just destroyed me. And so I come through this little area, and you see he doesn't even move. He doesn't even know where I am. So it takes 2 shots for him to be like, yeah, I got to get the hell out of here. So that's a really good, surprising little thing right there. And you can see that it distracts him, and the T-29 is allowed to push up a little bit more. I don't know if the T-29 is going to live. It looks like he's getting sniped from over here, and I'm going to pause it. So usually the only way to get into this little Abbey here is to push up where this T-29 is. But you have to be careful, because this push here, this Pershing, has shots on you, and he can spot you from over there, and these guys have shots on you, but you have shots on them. So right now he's surrounded, so he's going to get shots from the back, and he's going to get shots from the T-44. So you have to be careful right there. That's why I didn't push there, because there was a lot of stuff going on, and I have this little secret little area that I like to do. So be careful about that. So you see he's getting shot from the back. I don't know. And he pulls out there and, whoops. Yeah, that wasn't really that good. So that's another thing. You can see that he got shot. So this is, once you're spotted here, TDs can shoot into this little area here. So if you're the enemy team in here, you really got to be careful. Where this T-44 is, he's relatively safe. You're not really that safe right here. You have to kind of stay over here, and once you're spotted, you're dead, just like he died. So you got to be careful. You do have protection up there, but right there, you're in the open, especially if you're spotted. So I notice that there's a push coming up the one line. They really wrecked us there. And I noticed that this guy's by himself. And so this push is going to wreck us. It's really dangerous. So in order to provide a good defense strategy, I need to take this Abbey here and then provide supporting fire as they're coming up through here. And so that's what I decide to do. I decide that I need to take this Abbey now, while this T-44 is alone and while I still have time. Notice a Pershing in the open. Here's what I was saying. You know, it goes both ways. You got to watch out for yourself, getting shot from them, but they have to watch out. Whoops. Let me slow it down. And so right now I decide that it's worth it for me to exchange damage. I gotta take this Abbey in order to provide a good defense for these guys up here. So I just go up there, and since he's lower health than me, I can exchange damage and just kill him. I need to push up so I don't get flanked shots, which people are missing actually right now. That guy just missed me. So I kill him, and I go into cover. So right now I'm safe. My team is over here, and I'm safe. So I look to see if I can get any flanking shots, but I can't. So I decide to... So right now, they're in the open for me. So this is where I provide my defense. So here's another thing. In order to provide a good defense, some people think that, like, for example, I need to be going in there and getting them and be with my team in order to help my team. And that's actually, it's kind of like the opposite of what you want to do. The best thing to do to provide an adequate defense is actually to be far away from your team. You have to be close enough to where you have shots on the enemies, but you have to be far enough away where, so when they're pushing to kill, these guys are pushing to kill these T-20s, which leaves them exposed to me, but leaves me safe. And that's the whole point of defense. And it applies basically to any map, anywhere. You want to get it so where if they push to kill your team, you have adequate support fire. And which I do. And I'm protected too. So like there's so many tanks, I don't even know who to shoot at. And so I'm trying to get the size of tanks. I try to shoot tanks that are easily penetrable. Like this side armor of this T-28 Pro. When he comes up there, the frontal armor of his is going to be tough. And so it's more important that you do damage on him. And so right now I have a choice. I don't have any more shots. And so some might think, oh, I need to push up. I need to push up and flank and get behind these guys. That's not it at all. By pushing up and trying to flank, I'll be exposed, and they can just drive out and kill me. I need to stay put and allow them to push out into the open, because in order to kill this guy, that'll leave me fire. Once again, they'll push out to try to kill him, which leaves them exposed to me. So I just make sure I'm protected, because they do have shots on me if they see me, but they don't. I have sixth sense. Some hard shots right there. I don't have any shot. Oh, there it is. Just keep providing that supporting fire. And they're going to kill that guy. But he did his job. He really did a good job up there doing his thing. And I just can't move. And look at that. So if I pushed out, he would have sent on me, and I probably would have killed him, but it would have been, I would have got a lot of damage done on me. Finish him off. And it looks like our team did really well too. I think that SU just derped somebody. So now is the point where it's 3-on-1. The tides have turned on that front. Excuse me. And so it's time for me to push out and try to kill that T-69. Because he's just going to sit there. So we need to push out. And so that's what I do. Oh, and he makes a rush for it. Well-aimed shot. Track. And just keep destroying them. Great. And that's the end of the battle. I did a pretty good thing. I tried to get my Top Gun here, but I can't get it. And that's it. So to sum up with the score, I got a first class badge, which is awesome. I got top experience, 1181 experience, which is pretty good. 5 kills, high caliber, almost 4K in damage. Let's see the spotting damage. The spotting damage wasn't really that great. But I did a pretty good job there, and the whole thing is that I did a good medium strategy by trying to take the Abbey, and I helped the Abbey, even though our team got destroyed taking it. I was the last tank alive in the Abbey. It took a lot. We killed a lot of. We exchanged a lot of tanks for that Abbey, but I got it, and that allowed our team to have an adequate defense from that one-line push as they were pushing in to the cap. Since I controlled the Abbey, I could destroy them. And that's where the Abbey becomes important. If they had the Abbey there, they probably would have won, I think. Without me being in the Abbey, I think that things would have turned out differently. And then I also explained how to provide support for a team. You don't have to be with your team, on top of your team, in order to support your team. And that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pretty cool game. I really helped our team there. Thanks for watching.